This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Will Run For. This is your host Tom, and with me as always are Aaron.
Hello.
Michael.
Hello.
And Diana.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Good.
It's been a fun evening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't buy a house.
Houses are
The
stupid.
joys
Yeah.
of homeownership.
We tried to tell you that.
Yeah.
You're right.
We've had some issues along the way. Everything's been super delayed as it is. The electrical work that was supposed to start like immediately after we bought the house, like over a month ago, only started yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they were not supposed to touch our hardwood floors, which are like the original old, like wide plank floors, and part of why we fell in love with the house. And we put brown paper over top of them to protect them, blah, blah, blah. And they ripped them up.
Yeah. Well,
They ripped up a few
planks.
floorboards to try and run the electrical underneath it.
Yeah.
Ripping the glue and the nails and all
tongue
kinds of
and
stuff,
groove,
prying out the tongue and groove. And I cried and was very upset. And now here we are.
Well, that's a big pain in
First
the ass.
world problems, I
Well,
suppose.
and they have somehow, with cutting holes in those old floors, they've released something into your home. Like, if the
Some demon.
ghosts, like if the ghosts weren't mad that you were there, like they're gonna be real mad now. It's gonna be a problem.
I agree. It's going to be an issue.
So we look forward to future hauntings.
Yeah.
But it is
Cool.
It is obnoxious because we just leave HGTV on because I'm addicted to it, and they make it look so easy, like so
Yeah.
easy.
Do they?
I don't know.
I don't know. When I watch it, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, I'd 100% pay someone to come in and do all of this.
Well, we did pay someone to do it.
They just did it wrong.
And I said during the first walkthrough, one of the very first things I said was, you can cut down put as many holes in the walls as you want, as long as you don't touch the floors.
Yeah. Well,
And here we are.
here we are.
There's almost no holes in the walls, and the floors are ripped up.
So I guess before we get into everything, we have a lot to talk about, and so this will be a bit of a two-part episode. We have a bunch of races recently. Well, you guys have more races than we do, but we also wanted to spend a good amount of time talking about our virtually live race. So this will be a two-parter.
I was going to say it's a fun size episode, but that's the wrong size. Like, fun size is smaller.
This is a mega size.
Oh, yeah, they're
Biggie
the
size.
small ones.
Yeah.
Jumbo size.
Ooh. Like the 1 pound chocolate bar I bought at Trader Joe's the other day.
Oh, my God.
Yes. This is exactly like your 1 pound chocolate bar from Trader Joe's. It's big and it's gonna be pretentious.
And then you had to go to a different grocery store after you left to get the other things that you needed.
Yeah.
This is true,
That's
actually.
exactly true. So
Everyone I know, they're like, I love Trader Joe's. Let's go. And then you leave and you're like, okay, let's go to the other grocery store to get
the real stuff.
to get the other stuff that we actually need.
yeah.
Well, so we go to Trader Joe's for like most of our stuff, like the daily, daily food. But then, yes, we always have to go to Target or someplace else to like fill in like the granola bars and the like tortilla wraps and
Well, they have that
ice
stuff.
cream
I would say
and-
it's more like the paper towels and cleaners and stuff like that.
I disagree.
Yeah.
But I also do most of our shopping at Target. So
Oh, there you go.
All right.
because you don't like to go to
Throwing
Target.
me under the bus.
Well, you don't like to go to Target.
No, this is true.
I don't like it when
Not
Tom
that
comes
I
to
like-
Target with
I-
me.
Because then you can't buy all the stuff you want.
Well, it's not even like the buying of stuff. It's just like I want to like meander around with like kind of no
Yeah.
agenda and then like slowly go up and down like every aisle. And
Yeah.
not that Tom doesn't like, I don't want to say let me do that, but like he'll do that with me. It's just like I feel like it's messing with my vibes.
I get it.
So like
ruins the vibe.
it ruins,
yeah.
but like he's more than welcome to come to like Walmart with me because Walmart doesn't have a vibe.
No.
Other than-
it
No, I
has
agree.
a
Anger.
vibe. It's a much different vibe.
Because when you go into Target, especially like our Target, you kind of like the candles are like right there when you come in, and so sometimes I'm like, I want to smell some of the new scents.
Yeah.
And so then I'll go, and then you like walk up and down the decorating aisles that are like right there, see whether they have anything interesting. Even though a lot of times they don't buy anything, I'm like, I just want to see what they have.
Yeah, or like I'm gonna poke
Like,
through the
you know,
shoes, or
Look,
whatever
Yeah.
it is, whatever it is.
I get it. I get it. Target has a vibe.
I don't need you mansplaining Target to me.
Like I just want to get like a Starbucks and then
Don't say Starbucks.
walk around. Tom hates it.
Starbucks. We
He
have
calls
the
it-
beans.
Michael calls it the Bucks.
Well, only when I'm texting.
Bucks.
Anyhow,
UX.
all right.
Is that what they are on the stock exchange?
Probably. Actually, probably. I don't even know.
So, Michael,
Yeah.
do we have any 5-star reviews?
Let's see. We do not, but as always, thank everybody for sharing the show. And if you would like to leave a review, that would be awesome. But we do, however, have the challenge from Susie Runs 50, who, of course, was a guest.
Oh, she's so great.
The previous, or not the last Inside the Runner Studio, but the one before that. As a follow-up to your most recent podcast where you state, I owe Tom a task. My task for Tom is to record himself flipping his head back and around, rocking out the Fleetwood Mac's chain like the instructor Emma Lovewell does. Bonus points for dressing the part. Classic rock 70s theme.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I've been waiting for this to happen
We'll have to,
because
we'll have
I
to
saw
handle
that
that.
she posted this, and I'm like, I don't understand why Tom hasn't done this yet.
I had a foot issue, Aaron.
But like,
I'm supposed to do this.
you've been running the.
Isn't this
Well,
on
you've
the
been-
bike?
Is this on the bike?
Yeah, it sounds like it's on the bike.
Okay, I'll do it. You'll get it quickly.
My favorite thing
It involves
also
an
was
instructor.
Tom did the Fleetwood Mac ride, and then he gets off the bike, and he's like, "Do you know how many songs Fleetwood Mac has?" And I'm
I
like,
didn't
yeah,
know Fleetwood
like
Mac
all of them.
sang all those songs.
What?
Wait, what?
It's, it's
You're
like,
the music
Aw.
person.
Tell me lies, tell
Tom.
me sweet little lies.
Little-
I had
Yes.
no idea that was Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my
It
God.
was the same thing when we saw the Carole King musical, Beautiful, because we have season tickets at
Oh
the
my
Hippodrome.
god.
We go in, and he's like, "Well, like, explain like who Carole King was." And I'm like, "Tom, she wrote all of the songs." And he's like, "All of them?" And I'm like, "Yes, all the good ones." And we go in, and it like
It's
in
true.
our mission, he was like, "Oh, yes, she wrote everything."
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. It's kind of
So
All right. I guess we should just naturally talk about what we're running for this week. I'll start. And so we're about to get into talking about our virtually live race. And when I was doing it, I just walked 2 miles, but like I turned and I kind of pushed off of the foot that was hurt, and I was going back uphill. And something popped in the side of my foot. And ever since then, it's been so much better.
Oh, wow.
it's almost like you cracked your foot.
I was waiting for you to be like, it's been like so much worse again.
No.
That's hilarious.
So what I'm running for is to start moving my feet again, getting back on my feet, start incorporating running and walking, because I really got away from it after Springtime Surprise. So I'm going to start doing stuff, not just the
But
Peloton.
that's interesting just because like my hip, when it bothers me sometimes, like I'll have, if I pop it, or like if it like, it'll like almost feel stuck, and then like I'll do something and it'll pop and I'll be like, oh, that's better. So I wonder if something was just like stuck.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
almost what it feels like. Because I had the same reaction when he started telling that story, and I'm like, oh God, like, are you like, do you have to go back to the doctor? And he's like, no, it feels better.
Weird.
It really does. I'm not out of the woods yet, but I'm going to start. I have to start getting back on my feet. So that's my goal.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
What else? Who else?
Cool. I don't know. I feel like lately I've been really not motivated to run, like especially during the week. I've been kind of good about at least getting out and running on like Saturday or Sunday for, 3, 4, 5 miles, and that's about it. Not running other times. So I really need to get back in. I was actually just texting with you guys earlier this week, and I was like, I cannot get in like a good running rhythm. So the only running I'm really doing this week is for Mayhem at Orange Theory.
Ooh.
So Mayhem is like a Hell Week challenge for those of you guys who don't know. It's all out mayhem. And it's like Hell Week's like bitchy little sister. It's awful. And the goal is to go to 5 of the 7 classes. I was going to try and go 7 for 7, but we had our Virtually Live challenge on Saturday, so I couldn't go because I didn't want to wake up at 5 and go. So I went Sunday, and I've gone every day this week. So I should get 6 out of 7
Nice.
if I continue it.
Nice.
And it's been all over the place. It's been speed work and incline, and my legs are really tired. And I've been trying to dress up every day in a sparkle skirt.
Oh, I saw that you posted your outfits all laid out.
Yeah, so been trying to at least do something.
Nice.
since I cannot get motivated to run. So yeah, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I think I need to get something on calendar for like early summer, so that I have something like actively to train for, because I do not do well unless I'm actually training for something.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah.
Because it's like, why?
I think we need to add something too.
Well, we're gonna do Loopy Looper.
What?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
What?
it's down the street from us.
Hold on. Let's put a pin in that. Let's talk about what you guys are running for, and then we're gonna have a discussion.
Well, I know where you're gonna go.
We're seasoned idiots,
And
all right?
I will say that
I'm dumb too, Michael.
There's a difference between a first timer's 24-hour and us being dumb and running in the heat in August. So I'm just going to leave that there. If you want,
We'll
to
get back to that. Let's finish.
can.
We'll chit chat.
We can have that discussion.
We'll chit chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Why
are
don't
you
we?
running for?
Why don't we save it? We'll talk about it next episode.
Okay.
All right.
What are you running
After
for?
this, I am running for empathy for the world. Not for the world. I mean, a lot of the world I don't care about.
For the United States?
No, I'm not talking about that. I don't care about
You don't care about
designations like that. No, but like I was talking to Connor this week, and we were talking about a girl in his class that he's known since kindergarten or whatever. And he was just saying something about how like the other kids kind of, make fun of her because she's like, I don't know, he said she's like a fairy or something like that. And I used to know her parents and stuff like that. I haven't seen them in a few years or whatever. But I'm like, did you ever, I'm like, talking to him, he's like, well, she's dancing around doing and saying weird stuff. Like, I'm like, well, just think about why she's doing it. I'm like, you have no idea why, do you? I'm like, you have to
She's
think
like
and
Luna
understand.
Lovegood.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. But she's a nice kid. She's a really nice kid,
I'm
nice
sure.
family. But I'm like, think about what, like, you have no idea why she may be doing that or what reasons she has, or if she has reasons. I said, so don't like be a part of that. Like, it's not okay. So you just have to understand and listen and care. And honestly, if you don't care about people, then, what's your point of existing?
Exactly.
So for me, like I have no empathy for people who don't have empathy for others. Like I don't care about them; they could not exist forever. I don't really care. But for the rest of us, like let's for regular people, let's just teach empathy and understanding. Like if your whole world is like I don't know whatever, being a jackass to people or whatever. Or assuming somebody's getting over on you or someone else, like, I don't know, just disappear. Like, there's no time for you anymore. But if you're a good, caring person, teach your children to be good, caring people.
So,
well, it's interesting because he had said a couple years ago that people don't bully each other anymore in his school.
He doesn't understand what it is.
Understands what it is.
No, he doesn't. Which is why I was explaining it to him and
that's
talking
interesting.
to him. Yeah. I will say, obviously, bullying is not as bad as it was when I was a kid.
No, it wasn't like 80s bullying. Yeah.
Yeah, where it was like physically violent and pretty bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's not bad now.
I think it depends on where you live.
Well,
in
yeah,
this country.
and I think
agree,
a lot
I
of it.
agree.
I think
I
a lot
agree.
of it's
I agree.
online and stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say at least generally, at least in our administrations are more aware of it.
Yeah.
Whereas in the 80s, it was like literally the administration would bully you too. So, I mean, like,
No, I'm with you. Like I don't know. I just think empathy is so important, and I think a lot of the issues going on right now is because people have a fundamental lack of empathy. It's the minimum you can do.
Well said.
Yes, it's like the bare minimum as human life.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Well, now what I'm running for sounds like
humans
really
of the world
weird and lame.
Just say something like tacos. Come on.
I know.
Say 1 pound chocolate bars.
It is funny because I feel like I usually try and find something that's like more tangible, like a beer or like a food or something, because I feel like lately all of us are like, I'm running for salvation or like something like weird.
True. It's true.
No, not the last few times I've been running for food
Oh, that's
or
true.
something having to do with my town. But this week I'm running for I'm watching two cats like
go crazy.
I was gonna say go at it.
Yeah, like they're like all right. Anyway, I am running for my brand new treadmill that will be delivered on Saturday.
Yes,
nice.
It will.
So when you're hearing this, I will have received it. Of course, I will not be able to run on it for a couple weeks because
you got to patch. Set up. I was gonna say you have to patch the holes in the floor so it'll go
in the wall and so
it doesn't fall through.
It doesn't fall through.
God, yes. No, it's just not going to be able to be set up for a little while. But I ordered it because I had a very kind friend give me a coupon from the Boston Marathon, and the coupon was expiring, so I had to order it when I had to order it.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't planned on getting it for another few weeks until we were in the house. So this is the consequence of that. It is coming on Saturday, and it is going to be a beautiful machine that I cannot wait to run on because I actually really enjoy running on a treadmill. I think I've mentioned that on this podcast.
I love
before.
the treadmill.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Also, we have to re-adjudicate something here. So Erin has claimed many times how much she loves running in the cold. She's a cold weather runner, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I love winter running, blah, blah, blah. Until we realized, and she realized that she used to run on the treadmill almost all winter.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not...
While I was running outside, and I'm the one who hates winter. So when Miss I Love Wintertime over here starts telling you how amazing winter running is, just remember
it's only because I realized
that she ran on her treadmill.
I only went out when it was like probably not that windy. Like if I looked at the forecast and went, oh
I'm
my God.
going to run on my treadmill.
I'm like, oh, there's like 50-mile-an-hour winds. I'm like, I'll run, not 50, like 20-mile-an-hour winds. I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to run on the treadmill today. And I never like really put two and two together. I don't know why, but
let me explain weather. Let me explain weather to you.
He got so mad when I said it the other day too. I was like, you know what I think that I realized is that part of the reason why I liked the winter running was because I always did it when it was like nice on like a nicer day because otherwise I just ran
when
on
it was
the
like
treadmill.
the 50-degree
or
January
like
day.
When it was freezing and dark.
No wind.
And like that's like it's like me when I would wake up and I'd be like, I'm going to run outside, and then it would be under 25 degrees, which is my limit. I immediately go to the treadmill. Like, that's probably what you were doing. Like,
See,
now
I will run in the cold, but because I know I used to run in the 20s, but it was always if there was no wind. So it'd be sunny, 20, and no wind, and then it would be fine.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
So that's a big difference from like 20, even like a 10-mile-an-hour breeze at 20 is like frigid. Yeah. So I think that realization obviously affected Michael in some kind of way.
yes. And
he's mad.
And I'm just going to sit here and wait until Jennifer Cook calls you out.
There you go.
Oh, God.
That's actually one of my goals.
Oh, good. Is to what? To run outside in the cold?
No, to get you called out for faking like you.
Yes. But our treadmill also goes up to 40% incline.
Yeah.
6% decline. I'm very excited, guys.
It's a rock and a knob treadmill.
It is.
Nice.
I'm going to be ready.
God, are you going to be ready?
When is it? October? September?
September.
I'll be fine.
I mean, you'll be trained up for a half by that point because we're doing Charles Street. I just don't know if you'll be ready for the trail.
It's gonna be awful, but it'll be fine.
Hopefully it's not raining.
I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be awful.
Did we do a goal-getter segue?
I tried, but then Aaron kept talking.
Oh, I thought I missed it.
I did you do one already?
I don't know.
I thought Tom did.
Because you were starting to say that's one of your goals.
Yes. See, I screwed it up. I thought it was already done. Now we need a segue. Oh well, let's just start it.
And now it's time for our Will Run 4 Goal Getters. Congrats on making your goals, you getters.
All right. First, we have Megan. She's still running pain-free.
Woo!
That's good to hear.
Good.
At least one of our injured people is feeling good. Roadrunner girl, my goal is to keep running every day. Today, I celebrated 8 years of my run streak. That's amazing.
8 years. That was yesterday.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
As of this recording.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
When she told me that too, because I was with her like in person when I realized how long it had been, I was like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? How many years?
Oh my
She
God.
was saying how she was going to have to run at Springtime Surprise. Like she got in at like 5:00 in the morning from like some like long bus ride for a band trip for her kid. And she's like, I have to go running. I'm like, why?
Oh my God.
Because I have to keep my streak alive.
Can you, at least a mile every day for 8 years?
Nope.
The fact that somehow one day life didn't get in the way is
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
That is.
And I just think about all of the excuses I make all the time. So shout out to her.
And most days she does more than a mile. Like she's not a person who cares about even numbers, because like today she ran 2.56 miles.
Oh, see, there you go. I guess after 8 years, you stop caring about even numbers.
True.
Yeah.
Laura Duxon, the virtually live race was a goal of mine. First postpartum, 5K, and medal. Been running for 5 weeks and was halfway through the 5K program. Next is a live 2-miler on June 2nd. Not sure yet if I'll run it all the way or take a few walk breaks. That is awesome. I'm glad she did the virtual live for her first 5K postpartum. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Baltimore Hun, Melanie. Her goal is to summon the courage to sign up for her first 50K. Send help, she says.
Send help. I'm going to send encouragement. What are you talking about? 50K all the way.
Do it. Just do it. Snarky Snacker. My goal is to get another shout out on the show this week, but for real, just not dying during summer training in Florida. Always a solid goal in Florida in the summer. Main Street Miles Meg, get 2 miles walking outside 5 days per week until surgery. First week in July, and I need the fresh air and a simple goal. Yep, there you go. If you got surgery coming up, just take it easy. Get the walking in. Jessica Grand, hydration and strength training until dopey training begins. Kathy Breslin, my goal is to enjoy running the Shipyard Old Port Half Marathon in Portland, Maine, with Hetty and Suzanne, 2 of the BRFs. Looking forward to a fun weekend away. This is our first time running the race.
Oh,
That
yay.
sounds like an awesome. I guess that's
So
for
one
the
of the ones
Shipyard
that
Brewery.
Yeah, I wanna
Shipyard
go.
Is one of the ones that I want to do
That sounds awesome.
because it's that one in Smutty Nose that I always talk
That's
about.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Jamie Hill, we'll get into this race in the next episode, but he survived the NCRC half marathon and didn't die thanks to Aaron and Michael. Spoiler, we ended toxic masculinity again.
Finally.
Here's the thing.
Again.
Should it be thanks to Aaron and Michael or despite Aaron and Michael? Like, I'm interested to hear that story because I know there was some harassment going on pre-race.
May have been. I did cheer for him during the race.
I did wonder whether he had regrets, but we can get into that
Yeah.
in the next episode.
Oh, man. Lisa knits and trains, more time cycling and swimming. Nikki Fitwell, goal is to keep to the training schedule, work on adding strength back, and continue to be pain-free.
Yeah. I told you in one of the episodes, well, in the future, I will mention Nikki and Snarky Snacker and how they motivate me to get out the door in the morning.
Nice.
Because both of them are the ones that are like out there like 4:30 in the morning regularly, 5 o'clock in the morning regularly. I need to get on their training schedule.
Yeah, good luck with that. Tanya, this Phoenix runs. I have hit my step goal every day for the past 30 days, working on 60 next. Go get it.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
goal.
a great goal.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Greg has a very simple goal, hopefully. Don't bust a stitch so he can have them removed the first week of June and get back on the road. He had a little surgery, so hopefully he recovers in time to hit his 100-mile goal this summer.
Yeah, you can do it.
Let's see. We also have Tom's goals. I guess I don't have to read them. I guess technically you can read them since you're here.
I can. So I just wanted to set goals because I haven't had a goal in a while. But I have been addicted to Dunkin' Donuts, and that's the only consistent in my life as of recently. So when this drops on that Monday, I guess Memorial Day ish.
Oh yeah.
I want to go a full 7 days without Dunkin' Donuts at all.
Oh, there you go.
It's a pretty easy thing. All I have to do is drive by it.
It's not easy though.
It's
not easy.
It's so bad. And then I really want to start running and walking again at least 3 to 4 times this week. Nothing crazy, not like any crazy distances, but back on my feet.
Mhm.
Keep up with the Peloton, and I want to hit 250 rides this week.
Did you just hit 200 rides like 2 seconds ago?
I did.
What is happening?
He's been in the fight for his life.
I've been in a fight against Greg from Rise and Run.
Yeah. But you've been ahead of him the whole time.
Come on, you can't let him punk you.
No, but
What are you afraid he's going to bring out the Sentry on the last day? What's happening here?
he is faster than me. Like, if we just compare, if he does a 20-minute ride and I do a 20-minute ride, he gets 1 to 3 more miles than I do. So I gotta.
Look, I'm
doing a lot more rides.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But he's faster.
I'm just saying we live near him in some way, and if you need us to kneecap him, we can.
This is for charity. So yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, kneecap him.
And what is it that you guys are going to do? You guys are going to donate to each other.
We're going to donate to each other's charities.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more, for fun.
And if Greg wins, I'll donate to his charity as well.
Oh, wow.
Look at
Greg
that.
better get back out there. By the time this episode comes out, though, he's only got 2 more days to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's
Because.
Well, you can text him and tell him that.
Let's see.
Look, I'm not going to
gonna
throw
send him
a
message right now.
I'm not going to throw a broomstick in his spokes of his Peloton or anything like
this
that.
comes out on the 30th, so that means that he would have to do those rides in those 2 days.
Well, I guess he better start pedaling.
I'm messaging him right now as
Please
we're recording.
No, Aaron, don't, because I'm trying to skip tonight, and he hasn't been on yet as of right now.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden he'll get motivation.
If he jumps on, then I gotta jump on.
Yeah, it's funny. I was like, hey, do you want to jump on the Peloton while I make dinner? And Tom says, no, I don't think I'm going to ride tonight unless Greg gets on. And then I'm going to have to.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
You know that you can the last check-in, you were beating him by not just a little, right?
Aaron, let me tell you.
30 miles.
Let me tell you the story of the tortoise and the hare.
Oh God.
You know, who did you just do a ride with?
Tim.
Oh, fun.
Tim Delorio, right?
Yeah. I was like, you just rode with somebody from the show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Shout out to Tim. Hey, Aaron, I think we have a programming note that you wanted to share with the folks.
Oh, yeah. So, as you guys know, I went out for some feedback for some pre-recordings on a destination episode and a drink episode. So those will be releasing. One of those will be releasing sometime in June. As you all know, Michael and I are planning to move in this next month, hopefully. We don't have a choice. We have to be out of this place by June 30th. So no matter what, we're definitely moving by June 30th. So we're going to be pulling down some of the recording stuff, and we just wanted to take a little time to get settled into the house. So this episode's a 2-part episode, and we've got our Runner Studios coming out as usual. And then in between that, we'll release one of the pre-recorded episodes. But the next episode that we will record is going to be our Dopey training preview / marathon weekend training programs. Because I know a couple people requested that from us and kind of preview what our plans are. A lot of the Galloway plans start the last week of June, first week of July. So we just kind of want to talk about, training plans and kind of what we're planning on doing.
I'm excited to talk about it. And I think I've abandoned Galloway. So, still intervals, but I don't think I'm using his training plan. So we'll talk about that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to hear about that. We'll be looking for some feedback. We'll want to hear what kind of training plans you guys are looking at, what you guys are planning to do, all you Run Disney people. So be on the lookout sometime in mid-June for those posts where we'll be looking for some feedback from you.
Do we want to talk about our second annual virtually live race?
I know.
Guys, did you remember when we made this date?
No.
That I was like, we should move it a month so that it'll align with our 2-year anniversary.
And then
we never even mentioned that we were doing this as part of our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Then we forgot it was our 2-year
We
anniversary.
just completely never even mentioned that we were doing the virtually live race in May to celebrate our 2-year podiversary, which is coming up tomorrow as we record. So when you're listening to this, it was this past Thursday.
It's a few days ago, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was on the Zoom call, and I was talking to Amy and Dana, and we were kind of from Run, Eat, Drink, and we were chatting, and I was like, oh, you know what? Our anniversary's coming up. And then it dawned on me that we talked about how we were going to do this for our 2-year anniversary. And I was like, we never even mentioned it was our 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, weird.
We're a bad couple of couples. But yeah, the virtually live race. This was number 2. We stepped everything up.
It was hot.
Yeah, we stepped up the heat too.
Except for Tori.
Depending on where you were, it was hot.
Yeah.
Because Tori ran in the
snow in Colorado.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Ben was in London? Gab was in Canada?
Yes, Ben was in London. Oh, that's right. Yes. Because he lives by you guys, and we kind of talked about that when we were on the Zoom call, that Ben lives by you, but he was in London.
He's one kidney runner.
Because we were talking about
nice.
the DMV, because I couldn't remember what it was called. And I was like, I don't know. It's that area that people call that area of Virginia and
Delaware
DC,
and Maryland.
Maryland and Virginia. Yes, I recognized after, like, we went through the letters of the DMV that it's called
What
the
it was.
DMV.
Yeah. And then we had Laura Duxon in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Good old New Zealand.
Did she really run between Germany and the
Yes.
Netherlands?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know that she ran between them, but
She ran on the
like
border at least.
Yeah.
pointed out Germany to us.
Yeah.
Like
Tom, where do you think the Netherlands are?
Mordor?
Like, that's the question I have now.
Close to just outside of the Shire.
Well, what do you think borders the Netherlands?
I think I know one of the countries.
I think Tom knows one of the countries now too.
Neverland. I don't know. I get caught up in the statistics. Aaron, I don't know if you have any of that, but we had 108 people run.
Oh, I meant to send that spreadsheet to you, and I forgot. I forgot that you. We had 4 countries for sure.
Probably had a ton of different states. And I know y'all put together that reel of everyone's pictures. That's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Like, just watching
Aaron did that. Looked
is
awesome.
the coolest thing. Like, I can't say enough great things about all the people that took part in this virtually live race. And we keep saying, like, you know, we started this podcast during the pandemic as a way to pass time and stay motivated. Like, it's definitely grown. The community has grown, and the connections that people have made, maybe as a byproduct of this podcast and the different running groups, you know, I don't think that can be understated. It's incredible.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It was just fun seeing everybody again. We hung out on the Zoom afterwards with Bob was on there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Jennifer Fink and Amy and Dana, and who else was on there?
Tanya was there. We had a lot of people pop in and out. I mean,
it was hard to see while we were running because
we were running. Girl with tattoo, without tattoo, with tattoo, without tattoo.
Without tattoo.
Allison, I don't know. Are you with or without a tattoo?
Girl with no
what happens
tattoo.
if she gets one? What if she gets one?
Oh gosh, she was there. Jen Hall popped in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she was there. We were there for a little bit.
Gab was there.
Yep.
Running in Canada. Who I did not really know. I mean, I knew he was part of the 70 millimeter universe and the like tape deck universe. And he signed up when Tom put out the challenge that he would run a 24-hour when we posted that on our Instagram. But he started a new running Instagram like the day of the virtually live race. And in the profile, it says Dopey 2025. So here we go.
See?
We got a new
Suckered a new one in.
Wow.
I love it.
I was like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know. So let's talk about what we ran for that race. I'll go first. I was really nervous about trying to run, so I just went out for a walk. I did a Peloton walk to the Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack. And so we basically have like a mile up to the top of a hill, and then you turn around and come back. And at the top of the hill, I turned around and I pushed off of my bad foot, which I was talking about earlier, and something in the side of the foot kind of popped a little bit. And so I'm like, okay, so I've just crippled myself now. But immediately the foot started to feel better, and I could move a little bit faster. I could definitely move faster going downhill. So I was like,
that's a plus.
I wonder if you just like release like pressure or something.
Maybe. The doctor,
maybe.
My orthopedist prescribed these orthopedics to the inserts to put in my shoes, and they've definitely been helping. But like something happened, and I can walk faster now. I can put more weight on the foot. Like, I'm hoping I'm on the mend. I'm not out of the woods yet, but I completed my 2 miles for the Virtually Live Challenge. So
that's cool.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was super hot here in Maryland. It was in the 90s, and it was in the 90s early, which was infuriating. So I think I set my alarm for like 7 or so, and then was stupid and scrolled on my phone for like 35 minutes. So I don't think we got out to run until, I don't know, probably a little after 8, right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was already hot when we started. And I'm proud because I feel like I did a good job of blowing it up on social media. I was sharing photos and I videoed from my run and all of that good stuff. But I woke up and he said that he was going to walk, that he didn't want to run. And I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. And literally when we kind of parted ways, I put my headphones in and was feeling kind of I just wasn't feeling it. And I was like, I'm probably going to do 2, maybe 3 miles, and then I'll come home. But I actually felt really good, which I was surprised about for how hot it was. I felt hot. I didn't feel not hot.
It was hot.
Oh my God. You had so much sweat dripping off of you. It was
God.
Out of control.
It was so hot. And most of where I ran was kind of the direct sunlight, which was ridiculous. But I did put sunscreen on.
You did.
But I got up to the end of kind of the street where I was like, okay, I could turn around here and get 2 miles. And I was like, well, let me just go a little bit further. And I was going to go, okay, maybe I'll go a half mile further. I was in the woods a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'll turn around in a half mile, and then I'll get 3 miles. And then I was like, well, I'm almost to the lake, the Columbia lakefront, and I just felt really good. So I ran around the lakefront and then came home and stopped my watch at 4 miles and then walked about a quarter mile back home. So I felt good. I had a good run. I took some photos. There were a ton of people out. I don't know. I think sometimes when you go out for a run, you're feeling kind of crappy at the beginning. When you go out and you start seeing other runners and you're taking photos, and I'm like, oh, the lake is pretty. And I just I was feeling myself a little bit.
Good.
So, and
Nice.
I tried to slow down my pace rather than push myself, which is also why I think I felt okay, because I slowed my pace down by probably a minute or so. So I wasn't miserable. But it was good. And I wore my bib. So I was excited about that. And people were kind of looking at it, and I was, showing it off.
Very nice. Very
And
nice.
I wore my We'll Run For shirt that I made from Raw Threads. And I had a really good run for someone who hasn't run in a really, really long time, that has just gone out and run like that. Because I've been doing some treadmill and I've been doing some Orange Theory, but not a lot of, hey, I'm just going to go run outside.
It is weird to think, but it hasn't been that long since Springtime Surprise. It's kind of the end of May, but that was in what, the first week in April?
It was the first weekend in April.
Yeah.
So,
And we've done stuff since then, because we did Soul the City,
yeah.
and then I did that 5K.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we just haven't been doing kind of our normal weekend,
Right.
our normal weekend runs.
Right.
But
Well, while you were out on your run, I fell, because I'm dumb. I'm a big dumb idiot. I fell victim to a phishing scam and gave my
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I gave my
I did not forget about
Instagram
that.
information to
Oh my God.
a bot of some sort, or a fisherman. And I lost access to my personal Instagram account. So I'm still off Instagram.
my favorite thing was he's like, I got hacked, and then he told me what happened, and I was like, you fell for a phishing scheme.
I did not
You didn't
get hacked. I absolutely
Jesus.
gave my information away.
Oh my
so
God.
so I'm a big dummy. I actually did
It's
blow
your
up
kindness.
I did blow up social media because I'm still off Instagram and
Literally blew it up.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But anyways, we completed our runs.
It was so funny because I get home, he's sitting on the porch like having like a meltdown. Like Aaron's trying to like test stuff for going live before the race starts. He's like frazzled beyond belief. And then I'm like, can you go to the grocery store for me?
And like you're like, well, can you go live on Instagram? And I'm like, I broke my Instagram. If I mess up our Will Run for Instagram the day of this race, it's going to be a bad situation.
It's fine. It worked out fine. We've had a couple listeners. Like I know Baltimorean lost her Instagram for a while. Maria lost hers for a while.
Oh yeah.
Cheryl Shenanigans, who is now looks like running instead of Cheryl Shenanigans, because she just gave up her account altogether and didn't even bother trying to get back. I guess.
How did your run go?
Well, we didn't really run. Well, Michael ran circles around a parking lot while I Zoomed. That's pretty much what happened.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
We went for a little walk.
Because we had a race the next day.
Yeah, we were doing the first state 25K the next day, so we weren't really planning on like running. So I did like a 2-mile walk while talking to people. Michael did like 3 miles because he did like 1/4-mile loops around the parking lot.
Yeah, I was literally running up and down a parking lot in a school.
Oh my god.
Maybe we didn't earn our medals, although I would say I earned my medal the next day running in the heat, which we'll talk about later.
That's a whole different race.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, this is everybody's own virtually live challenge. So it's you can walk, you can run, and it's whatever distance. If you wanted to do a 1/10 of a mile, I support that.
Yes, I agree. So Tom wanted to get some statistics going.
Yeah.
We had 4 countries. We had 33 states.
Good God. Are there 33 states?
Geography. It's like where New Zealand is.
Told you I'm dumb.
We had, what do you think the most represented state was?
Ooh. That's a great question.
Where's there?
Maryland.
Where are the best?
Maryland was runner-up.
Where's the best running friends? No, like either Texas or Florida. Probably Florida.
Ooh, Florida's a good one.
Because we have a lot of Disney folk in the house. I'm going to say Florida.
All right, so Maryland was runner-up with 14.
Mm-hmm.
Florida did come in first, but how many people from Florida do you think we had? If Maryland had 14.
And we had 33 states?
We had 33 states.
I'm going to say 16.
Michael just went off, so he's not going to guess for this one. Diana, how many Florida people do you think we had?
20.
24.
Stop
Good
it.
night.
Really?
Yes. Of 108 people, 24 of them were from Florida.
That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I'm just thinking like 108 people registered for this race, and I only know like 108 people. Like,
yeah, Maryland had a good showing.
mm-hmm.
And you guys aren't on the list, so realistically, Maryland had 16.
That's true.
If you count yourselves.
Wow.
That is true. No, and it looked like, I think it was because it was so hot. I don't think a ton of people ran at kind of our official start at 10 a.m.
Yeah, there's a lot of early.
A lot of people
risers.
got up early because when I was leaving to run, people already started posting like back from my run, and I was like, I am lazy.
Yep. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like when we picked the 10 a.m. start time, Eastern Standard Time. I don't think that anyone assumed that it would be
90
feels
degrees,
like 90 something degrees by then.
Yeah.
So we're sorry. Mother Nature had other plans for us.
Yeah. If it was this
We
weekend,
completely
it would be
understand.
beautiful. So
Yes.
I think
Yes,
it's supposed to be in like the low 70s as a high on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah, and if you remember last year when we did Cowbone it was like lows of like 40 and like highs of like 55. It was like so cold that weekend. So you never know. It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up. May is weird.
Yeah. So yeah, we really appreciate everyone who ran with us. We got a little bit of feedback. And since Michael did the other feedback, I guess I can do this real quick.
Yeah.
We had Angie who said she was sad she missed the live start, but this challenge definitely got me out and running again after a cold. So
good.
That's good. Kate Runs 57 says that she loved the theme.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like so many people made our medal or medallion, our beautiful sunflower medallion. Some of the pictures that we got were amazing of you guys with the medallions.
The photos were so good. And then Ryan and Nicole put it on Luna. And it was just
my God.
Cutest photo.
The cutest thing ever.
And there was another dog. Whose
there
dog?
Were
whose dog was
a lot
that?
of dogs.
Yeah.
Well, Tori took a little tour around Colorado, petting all the dogs. So every single time there was a dog stop or a dog, they counted it as a character stop.
Yay!
And they took a picture with them. So the dogs that we'll run for are going strong. I'm not sure who else had someone put their medal on a dog.
I think so.
I know when we were on the Zoom call, Jen Hall walked up to a dog and pet him and then gave it a boop for me.
Oh,
it's all about the boop.
And then Amy and Dana brought their dogs at the end, and Allison pet a dog in New York for me. It was great.
All the dogs. I didn't see any dogs.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Chiquita 19722 says she loved it, but forgot to send their photo. You can send us your photo anytime you'd like. I'm going to message you and have you send me your photo so that I can add it to the collage.
Yes.
Jennifer Fink, who spent a lot of time on the Zoom with us, said it was the best ever.
Yay.
So that was very nice of her. Lisa Knits and Train said she had so much fun, but it was hot in Florida. Girl, it was hot in New Jersey and Maryland.
Yep.
And pretty much everywhere.
Oh, my God.
This Phoenix Run says it was so much fun, a bit awkward to carry my phone because she was on the Zoom call with us the whole time. I loved suffering in the heat with so many friends near and far, meeting new people and getting to see old friends. I even learned about oust houses and was able to show my beer-loving husband. Oh, Ben from One Kidney Runner. You know, I missed part of like what he was talking about, but he was in London and he was showing some of the people, like the background, like his hotel was like, used to be like where they made beer.
Oh.
Do you remember
a brewery?
No, when One Kidney Runner was in London and he was talking about the hotel he was staying in, he was showing the chimney type.
It might have been while I was running around the parking
lot. But that's what they were called, I guess, oust houses. I missed that part of it, but that's what he was talking about.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm going to have to Google that. Everyone go Google that. Or One Kidney Runner, tell us what you were talking about. Send a message and we'll read it next time. Anyway, so she says, thanks for putting it all together. Laura Duxon, I wish I could have checked in on Zoom. Time was just too tight for me that afternoon. 4 p.m. start in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's my favorite wooden medallion. Count me in for year 3. I love the extra goodies. Greg says he still needs to do it once he returns to running. Frumpa says it was stupid.
Yep.
And then he put
I think that's supposed to be a hot
I know.
emoji,
And then he put the like sweating emoji.
You know, he's Mr. Summer, Mr. Sit and Bake on the Beach.
Yeah.
He should have been fine.
Yeah.
He did like a ton of pictures with his medal just like placed all over the
Yeah.
He did like a tour on his hike of
There you go.
with the medal.
I love
That's
it.
fun.
I should have, and I put it on when I got home, but part of me was like, oh, I wish I would have taken it out like on the run.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about it. You guys are way smarter than I am.
Oh,
But
you
we
guys
knew
didn't
that.
see the medals until you got them, right?
Not in person.
You didn't see them
Mm-mm.
in person until then.
No,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah, we
them,
wouldn't have
yeah,
had
the
any
day
way
before.
to.
That's right. Yeah. God, we were so blown away when they came
Yeah.
in.
They were amazing.
I couldn't believe, like, when he sent the one, we were like, oh my God.
Yeah. Ragged
Yeah.
Cuts on Instagram, guys. If you loved his stuff, go ahead there. Check out the rest of it. If you ever need a medallion, a wooden medallion for any reason, an award of any kind, he does all kinds of stuff. I know Crazy Runner Michelle actually said that she reached out to him because she was thinking about doing something maybe for like a wedding day 5K.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like,
yeah.
oh, I was thinking that would be really cute.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool idea.
The dog that I was mentioning, I was looking back through the stories because we made like a highlight reel of the day's events, and check it out if you haven't seen it on our Instagram. It's amazing. But Mal Runs Disney took a video of her dog
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Axel, the dog,
Yes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
getting ready to go on the
Yes, I do
the
remember
race.
that now. Yep.
So
Oh, Mal's so great. I love Mal because she's got great Instagram content with her daughter, and her daughter always like puts her shoes on the wrong feet and then fights her to put them on the correct feet. So it always just makes me smile because I asked her about it one time. I was like, "Are her shoes on the wrong feet?" And she's like, "Yeah, she will not let me fix it."
Which is
And
funny
it just
because
brings
she's
me a lot of joy.
especially because Mal is like the one about the feet, right? Because she was super proud of me when I talked about on the last episode about how you guys shouldn't be wearing your shoes to walk in.
yeah, when I did have an Instagram, she definitely contacted. She like direct messaged me. She's like, Tom, you can't keep around old running shoes as walking shoes. You gotta.
Yeah, she sent me the Goldberg's mom meme that's like, I'm such a proud mama.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Because I was telling people that you shouldn't do it.
I love
Anyway, Jen Hall says she needs to get need to get with Mother Nature's manager to discuss the mix-up in temperature requests.
it. Yeah.
No runner except for maybe Run Mike D would submit a request for 85 degrees. Otherwise, thank you for the extra incentive to get off my ass and at least walk due to my boo-boo on my knee.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's injured. Kate says, I didn't get to participate the morning of, but I ran that evening, enjoyed everyone's photos. It's just really cool to see the community you guys have built, and I feel like I'm a part of in some small way.
Yeah, love it.
Oh.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
yeah.
again, I'm just going through our highlight reel. A bunch of people used our No Slubs Run Club cup.
Yep.
Rob Legends. Got a bunch of people.
It's so
Amy and
funny.
Dana used it for beer, I think.
Oh yeah, they did a cheers on the Zoom at the end
Yeah.
when they finished. They cheers with us with their cup.
It's so funny because they are such like a trail runner thing. All my friends who aren't trail runners, like they understood like the cup folds up, but like they'd never seen anything like it before. And they were like, what? Like, what material is this made out of? Like, it was like,
Yeah, because it's like meant to go in a pouch
yeah,
or
like,
a pocket.
and they were all like,
or,
what is happening with this cup?
I will say there's other ones that have a little more stable rim that we have that
Yeah.
I like a little better.
Yeah, the ones that the Batona Trail Series gives out, or not Batona, Beast Coast gave out for Batona.
Yeah.
Those ones are real nice.
They might
because
have been like
they're-
a Hydra Pack one or something.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not actually sure. Oh yeah, I think that we
We
can
have-
see. We have the
We have
blue
Hydra
ones that
Pack
say
ones.
Hydra
Yeah.
Pack.
And they have like a
Yeah.
rim on them.
Gotcha.
We use those in Disney all the
They
time.
collapse
gotcha.
kind of differently, like because the rim is at the top, and so they collapse like bottom to top.
I
Instead of,
thought that's
like,
what these were going to do.
Yeah,
These more smush.
These just
Yeah,
more
these kind of
smush.
smush.
Yeah.
Which is fine with
Um,
me. Yeah, I liked it, but
I'll tell you what they're good in Disney for is the water fountains That way you're not drinking directly out of the water fountain.
Yeah.
And you don't need and trying to fill a bottle in the water fountain versus like if you don't have the bottle fill station.
Or if you just don't want to carry, and you don't want to carry
or
a
you don't want
bottle,
to carry a bottle,
you
just have a
carry that,
cup.
and then you can easily just grab some water and go.
Grab a cup of water and go,
So we use them a lot.
Keeps you from putting your mouth on
Lisa
a disgusting thing.
Took her grandson to Disney and then used it and posted a picture of her grandson with the
that is awesome.
with the cup.
See, and I bet he didn't catch any diseases from drinking out of a water fountain.
Yeah, so that is the feedback we got. And I really like the end part of Kate's comment, because she talks about the community we built, and really that's what I'm always most sentimental about, right?
To be fair, everybody built it, all of us.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody who participates, all that.
Yeah. Without you guys, the community, there would be no community.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is not us. It is you.
Yeah.
We're just the faulty glue. But yeah, I don't know. We could just keep going on and on and on about how amazing it was, and I will for now on. But like, man, thank you everybody for participating.
Yeah,
it was really awesome.
And then and then Tom and I went to Wine in the Woods, and he proceeded to get wine drunk.
Yep.
And then not post anything on social for the rest of the day.
No one noticed that at all.
No. Did you
There
see?
was no comments about how Tom wasn't on Zoom at all after a certain amount of time.
And then, did you see that photo I posted on our story of like Tom with a full bottle of wine in his hand?
Yes.
And I was like, Tom currently talking about how he's going to blow it up on social media while not blowing it up on social media.
Look, I got catfished.
I got catfished.
I don't think that means that means what you think
that's
it means.
different.
I do think you blew it up a little bit more than you did last year. I actually think I did a better job than you did this year.
Yeah, you did.
And I feel like next year you're just gonna have to take baby steps.
Next year's my year, guys.
Just keep your account active next year.
Next year, you're in charge of the entire Zoom call.
Yeah, why don't you make Tom own the Zoom?
So
done.
From beginning to end, that means for 2 hours, you have to set aside time to sit on Zoom and chat with our people.
Do not get your Zoom hacked. No Zoom hacking.
All right.
Zoom is fun. People come in and out. You chat.
Yeah, he's popping in and out. Yeah,
Melissa and Erica were there.
Yes,
I knew we were going to forget people. This is the problem, guys. There were so many people popping in and out.
Yeah.
Part of the time, the sun was in my eyeballs. I couldn't see names.
It was very sunny, very
hard
hot.
to see who was in and out. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention that you popped into Zoom because we really did have quite a number of people. I know Lisa Knits and Trains was there at one point. I know we saw Main Street Miles Meg in there at one point. I'm totally missing people that were there. I know I am, and I apologize. But we were so excited to have you all there.
Yeah. Also, we were doing it on the phone, so we couldn't see everybody listed real easily.
I took a screenshot at one point.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if I was in charge of the Zoom, I wouldn't have forgotten anyone.
Mindy popped in for a while. Nikki Fitwell popped in for a little while. I'm telling you, a lot of people were in and out.
God, just the participation is it's flabbergasting.
Yeah, Erica and Melissa were eating avocado toast, I believe.
A little avo toast. All right.
Yeah. It's a good time. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. You can yell at me. Feel free. But thank you. Thank you, everyone who participated. If you didn't send us your pictures and you want to send us your pictures for us to share, if you didn't get a chance to do it and you feel like you still want to, you can participate anytime and send us your pictures at any time. And just let us know you finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mean, we would be remiss if Diana and I didn't say thank you to you two, because you guys did
All of the work.
all of the work. You got all of the swag. You had the metal designs. You came up with a cup. You came up with the bib that was the perfect bib size.
It was not too big.
I mean, all the swag was awesome. Like, everything about it was awesome, but you guys did all of it. You did all the mailing. You did all the coordination. Like,
I will say we got very lucky with vendors in that everyone we used really did a good job.
The bibs. I mean, honestly, when we went out for the bibs, you don't really know what to expect. Yeah. I literally Googled race bibs, design your own race bib, and a couple different things. And I clicked on 2 or 3 websites. These ones seemed to have really good reviews, and people were talking about that they were thick and weatherproof. And I was like, all right, well,
yeah, it's good.
I want to try. We'll try these ones. And they were amazing. They're they're super thick. So yeah, I love them.
I'd use them again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was so we did boulder bibs for the bibs. It was ragged cuts for the medallions. Ultra Aspire was the cups.
Mm-hmm.
Sticker U was the tattoos, and Sticker Guy was the stickers.
Oh, weird.
Wow.
And guys, we have some ideas for some tattoos for marathon weekend.
Oh yeah, we did come up with some marathon weekend tattoos. Yeah,
hints of Disney on them. Maybe some race distances and race
things like that. Yeah,
references.
We got to workshop it.
Yeah, we're workshopping it. But for some giveaways and stuff to give out during our meetup at
yeah.
If you guys have any other ideas for things you'd like to see us do for giveaways, send us a message, because obviously we're going to be doing this next year, hopefully, right? That's the goal.
Sure.
Do this year after year until you guys tell us that you are fed up with us.
Which should be any day now.
So let us know if you've got any ideas or some things that you guys have seen out there that you would love to see us put together for you. We're always open for new ideas.
Yep.
So
yeah. And again, thanks Aaron and Michael for doing the work.
All of it.
We did about 98.5% accuracy on our shipping.
Ooh.
Or 98.2.
Do you need to publicly apologize for who we left out?
What's 100? What's 100 or 1 divided by 107?
Well, I mean, it's probably about a little less than 0.1%.
See, there you go. We did pretty good, guys.
Yeah, or a little less than 1%.
However,
Sorry.
I don't remember doing it, but apparently I exported the list before number 108 signed up.
Yes.
On the last day of signups, Misty, I apologize. We were very confused why we had an extra bib and we had an extra cup left over.
It was very confusing.
You were posting messages on social who didn't get something?
I'm like, I feel like someone didn't get something. And then it turned out the reason why we had an extra bib and an extra cup, because the metal guy had sent us a couple extra to have in case something went wrong. So I couldn't know for sure how many extras of those I had, but I knew I had an extra bib and an extra cup, and I was like, something's not right. But what I didn't realize was I missed an entire person.
Yeah.
So Misty, number 108, who helped us sell it out, I sincerely apologize. If she's even still listening, because maybe she's not listening anymore because she's mad because we forgot her.
Oh my God.
All right, so I think that kind of wraps it up. And I will close us out with a little quote, like I like to do.
No.
And Diana will be like, oh my God.
So, just reminding everybody that alone we can do so little.
Oh my God.
Together we can do so much. You know who said that?
Tom Stover.
Kermit the Frog.
Both of you were close. Helen Keller. And
We
with
were right
that-
there.
We're almost there.
Real close.
Tom said it.
And with
Diana
that,
was closer.
we will say goodbye, and we will talk to you later.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
We'll see you in a couple minutes when we record part 2. Bye.
Bye.